Okay. Now let's talk of Bangladesh. Yesterday morning, I put out this, yesterday evening, I put out this video, which I did on News 9, Trump, Modi and Unarchy, with Sandeep Punithan, Aditya Raj Kaul, and Manish Jha, who was reporting from USA. A lot of people have seen it, not seen it, but if you've not seen it, I suggest you see it. Okay. Now, why am I doing this again? Why am I talking of Bangladesh again such a short time period? Because the developments happening in Bangladesh within, we need to understand. So I did a deep dive into the Bangladesh news and see what's happening inside. What's happening within Bangladesh. Right? And I feel that Bangladesh is bedeviled. There are a lot of devils in Bangladesh. Have I coined this? No. They've coined it. What is it? It's called Operation Devil Hunt. So, there are devils in Bangladesh. Who are the devils? Who are the devils? That's the million-dollar question. Why was this devil hunt started? Devil hunt was started because Sheikh Hasina did some podcast or a message on Facebook. So all the radicalists went and broke Bangabandhu's house, and then they started devil hunt. In this devil hunt, all Awami League supporters and activists are being arrested and hounded into jail. Over 1,300 people have gone into jail already. That's Operation Devil Hunt. But people are starting to ask questions on this. It's not going to be easy. So this is it. Are they devils, heroes, or something in between? What are they? Who are the devils? Is it Awami League or the people who are acting like devils? Others. So what do you say? I mean, this is from Daily Star. It says, since the fall of the Awami League government, there has been a wave of mob-related incidents. So you're looking at Bangladesh, mobs, leaving debilitating effects across various sectors, including education. Disturbances, big or small, are surfacing almost regularly, a trend often attributed to the previous regime's authoritarian rule that fostered deep anger and distrust amongst people. While such behavior cannot be condoned, things get trickier. Yeah, so basically, what are you looking at? This regime, which said the Awami League was acting high-handedly, or Sheikh Hasina was behaving high-handedly, is behaving in the same way. The radical mobs are even worse today. Okay? Now, you see BNP and Jamaat are on a collision course. They have sidelined one section of their political thing out. See what's happening in Bangladesh, which is important. BNP and Jamaat are on a collision course. Why? Jamaat wants proportional representation. Complete change from their thing. What is proportional representation? That based on the votes they get, the seats will be decided. BNP doesn't want that. And see the plan, what Jamaat has. This is a very deep plan. Their plan is first hold lower level elections, block level and panchayat level type of election, and then have national elections. So what will they do? They'll sweep the elections at the bottom. They'll, the village level elections and the district level elections, they'll first corner through the radical elements. The radicalized cadres will come to the fore and ensure that is won. And I bet that those elections will not be on one day. They'll be spread over 2-3 days. They'll say violence, and then they'll mobilize their cadres to each of these places and ensure that votes are cast and rigged. And once that is done, they'll use the same thing for the final day and have proportional representation. BNP doesn't want that. I mean, in this whole story, BNP is at least trying to get some fairness. BNP is the one who's saying, look, you need to get Awami League also. Let the people decide whether the Awami League is good or not. Let people give a chance to Awami League to stand in elections. They're not. Right? And then, of course, Jamaat wants polls after reforms. So first they'll reform the constitution. They've already given out their hand that they want those proportional representation and all that, which helps them. Because cadre mobilization in rigging that, there's a plan. There's a clear plan emerging. What's happening? And Mr. Yunus is not talking. He's letting things happen. Or he's making sure things are happening as per a plan. One of the two. Though he talks something, what's happening is something different. Okay? Now, this is the thing which came out yesterday morning. Or today, I think so. Today's honeymoon period is over of this government in Daily Star. So have a look at it full. What does he say? He says the honeymoon period of the interim government is over. It says the government came, in this I've just bulleted it. The government came to power with lofty promises of change. Yet 6 months later, much of that optimism has begun to fade. The public is growing frustrated because of the lack of a clear roadmap for the future. Inflation continuing to rise and essential goods becoming increasingly unaffordable, many Bangladeshis are questioning whether the government truly has a handle on the economic crisis. These are things now which are coming out. You see, within crime and mob violence are on the rise, and public is losing confidence in the ability of law enforcement to protect them. Bangladesh bureaucratic system is notorious for inefficiency, corruption, and an ingrained culture of authoritarianism. The time for empty promises and political gamesmanship is over. So see what's happening within? It's now coming out publicly. So there is a struggle which is happening in this nation. Now they talk of reforming of the constitution. This article again, in BD News 24. So what does he say? Governance system of Bangladesh is Westminster type of parliamentary form of government. In this system, parliament is to play a major role in governing the country. All decisions of the state are taken in parliament through scrutiny by representatives elected by the people. All actions of the government are made to be accountable to the parliament. But that is not there. See, any reform can only be ratified by the parliament. The parliament is not ratifying it. What is their plan? Now, after 6 months, it's very clear what they're going to do. They're engineering the elections to be held next year. Till then, they'll, sideline, exterminate Awami League completely. They'll weaken Bangladesh National Party also. This is how the whole story is going. And then they'll tinker with the reform. They'll carry out reforms. They'll amend the constitution. They'll tinker with the reforms in a manner which suits them. Hold the elections and gain majority. After that, the new constitution which they want, they'll ratify it. That's their plan. First capture power, then ratify. And they need time for it. If they don't have the time, and if elections are held fairly and squarely with international... See, now one thing is clear, international oversight is required. Okay. If that is not done, we can expect more problems in Bangladesh. It's a troubled nation, we know that. Okay. And then, of course, this is a classic thing which comes out. It says, look, reforms are a must in education sector. This is only reforms of the education sector. But that is not the thing which I spoke of. Look at this centerpiece after what they have said. This was the Daily Star. It says major education decisions are being taken based on mob pressure. So mobs are running Bangladesh. Yeah. So understand this whole story. That's the whole thing. Okay. Now let's see what else is happening in Bangladesh. The story doesn't end here. Yunus, he is urging, the global community to engage with Bangladesh. And no global community people are interested in engaging with Bangladesh. Okay. They themselves are coming out with the fact that they're in a vicious state of corruption. You see the one on the right. Have a look at it closer. It's still stuck in a vicious cycle of corruption. And in the South Asia ranking, see where Bangladesh is. It's ranking 151, even below Pakistan. It's got a score below Pakistan. So you're talking about a corrupt country, radicalized, in trouble, politically infighting on. Yeah. So this is the real picture. And then now they don't have money also economically. The chief advisor is worried. USAID is cut out. Right? And there are no investments coming in. So the growth outlook will also go down. Okay. This is the latest transport strike. Earlier, there was tanker strike, rail strike, some postal strike. So every day there's a strike. Electricity not there, fuel not there, so inflation. So if you see the sum total, it's going from bad to worse. And then they come out with this. Because Dhaka Tribune comes out with this classic headline. What does it say? Modi seeks to avoid Trump's wrath. So that's their story. But what did Modi say? He said, take care. Like he's pointed to, what did Trump say? In this, a question was asked. In fact, yesterday, if you go to the, my video which I took out yesterday, it's very clear. Trump has said Modi will take care of it. The Prime Minister will take care of Bangladesh. People have said, the first part, they have said, no, there's no deep state involvement in, Bangladesh. Naturally, no president will say, my deep state is involved in Bangladesh. But further, he's pointed to Modi, he says he'll take care of it. So, this is an arrangement which is now being evolved between USA and India. I'm sure Bangladeshis who are seeing this understand what I'm talking. What happened with Sri Lanka? I keep going back to that. What happened with Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka went into a problem. We helped them out. It was not China. It was not USA. We helped them out. And USA said, go and help them. Do what you have to do fit because they are your neighbor. That model is there. And that's being applied now. It will be applied now whether you like it or not. Right? So that's where it is. This is something which has come out today from South China Morning Post. The Chinese are expecting India to step in the void of US aid being cut, at least in the neighboring region. So all these issues are now slowly coming. I mean, Bangladesh has to realize where it stands. No one, be rest assured, no one is going to help Bangladesh. Even China will not be able to help Bangladesh. We don't want to help you. Let me also put it this way. I'm very sure no one in India wants to help Bangladesh. Right? Unless Bangladesh changes its mental orientation. Many people might say, oh, we are not bothered. We don't want India. Be happy. Just be happy. We'll also be happy where we are. Even Pakistan said that. Today I heard a lot of people saying, oh, is there a chance of India looking towards Pakistan? But, our clear idea is this. Pakistan can do what it wants. We've started looking beyond Pakistan. We'll start looking beyond Bangladesh very soon. You have nothing. You will fight. That's your troubled past. But you have a short memory. And I'm going to keep jogging this memory. Look at this. Look at this headline. The problem with the current rulers of Bangladesh and the people who are in power in Bangladesh is they have a short memory and they are ungrateful. Ungrateful. This is the word I'm using. I'm not talking of entire lot of Bangladeshis. I'm talking of those of you who spew anti-India venom. Look at this. This is an article which says it remembers the role of Indian students in 1971. Indian students, not the army, not the navy, not the air force, the students. What have the students done to help Bangladesh? Very, very interesting. Okay. This is what I excerpt from that article. The days were very long for the passionate young medical students. They would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to prepare snacks, sandwiches, and bottles of drinking water for the day, as well as the necessary medical supplies needed for the day. They were then able to set out for the refugee camps soon after 6 a.m. every day. They would return after dark and then plan and prepare for the next day. Just think what these people sacrificed, our young people. Right? After the Calcutta University authorities understood the value of the work undertaken by the medical students, their work in the refugees camp was officially regarded as the practical, social, and preventive medicine part of the students' MBBS. The success of Oxfam's initiative with the young students became well known, and we received monthly batches of students and doctors of some Mumbai medical colleges, Cuttack Medical College, and Christian Medical College, Ludhiana, Punjab. People came from all over to treat Bangladeshis, young people from morning 4 o'clock to night. Okay. So this is what young doctors were also sent to work with us from Gujarat branch of Indian Red Cross. In addition to the medical students involved in the relief work, volunteers came to assist with sanitation and feeding work, as well as for assisting setting up of impromptu schools. They came in batches from the Gandhi Smarak Nidhi, Orissa, as well as Gandhi Ashram, Bhedchi, and Lok Bharati Sansora Bhavnagar, both in Gujarat. Students came from Vidya Bhavan, Udaipur, Rajasthan at the end of November 1971. An editorial in the Statesman newspaper acknowledged the contribution of the students in the editorial entitled Serve While You Learn. The editorial reads, the commendable enthusiasm with which thousands of medical students from Kashmir to Kerala have responded to the needs of East Bengal refugees suggests that a willingness to serve is by no means lacking, even in the prevailing anarchy of Indian universities. Young people came sacrificing everything. In today's Bangladeshis are being ungrateful. That is what I wanted to put across.